Alright, now I know you read the title, but before I get to the tips and tricks, let me tell you the number one most important thing you gotta know before stepping foot in any strip club. You don't own these women. You're paying for a service or a performance, whatever you want to call it, but you're not paying for the ability to degrade her. You're not buying her integrity. You're not better than her just because of her occupation. So don't be a jackass. Respect the ladies. And the second most important thing you need to know before stepping foot inside of any strip club is they don't like you. This is a business and they are good at that business and they will take every last dime. Your job as a consumer is to get the most bang for your buck. Ooh, not that kind of bang. Oh, well, it could be that kind of bang for... You know what? That's a totally different video. Moving on. What I'm saying is don't fall for the act and you got to do a little bit of acting yourself. But I'll get back to that. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I see men do when going to a strip club is try to get cute, put on their best outfit, trying to impress somebody. That's stupid, okay? Like I said before, this is a business. They ain't there thinking about money. They're not trying to find a new boo. What you want to do is look as neutral as possible, maybe even a little bit lame. Think about it. Lame dudes usually don't get girls. Who's more likely to pay for female interaction? A lame dude. You want to look lame. Not dirty, not creepy, just lame. A lame, easy target. Now here's where the acting comes in. Once they see you looking all lame, looking like an easy target, looking like you don't get girls, they're gonna pounce and they're gonna try to manipulate you out of your money. So what you have to do is be aware of the manipulation, act like the manipulation is manipulating you, but the whole time you gotta be manipulating the manipulator. Did you catch that? So here's what I do. I'm sitting there, I'm looking lame, looking like an easy target. Lady approaches me, asks me if I want to go for a lap dance. I personally used to start with a welcoming no. Tell them no, but in a welcoming way. I know that sounds weird, but I'd say some lame shit like, I don't know, you're trouble. Not as corny as that, but you gotta put a little corn on it. Now naturally she's gonna ask, how am I trouble? And I turn the corny back on and I say some shit like, you're exactly my type. I know if I get back there, I'm gonna end up spending all my money. Nope, I'm not doing it. She heard just my type and spend all my money. So now she's getting a little closer than she should, probably in between your legs, touching and rubbing on you, really trying to convince you to go back there. After enough time of playing coy and not being able to keep eye contact with her, you give a reluctant yes. Oh, fine, okay, let's go. Now here's the best part. You about to get a much better lap dance than usual because this is not a regular lap dance at this point. This lap dance is advertisement to get you to go to the VIP room because she feels like you're down to spend all your money. She can be back there doing all type of little extra things to you that are gonna make your experience great. You get one, maybe two amazing lap dances and she's gonna be like, we can have a lot more fun if we go to the VIP. And then that's when all your corny and lame is gone. You're like, I'm good. And I mean, don't get me wrong, she still made a little money off of the lap dances. You got a great lap dance. It's a win-win. But most importantly, you didn't lose. Wear soft pants. No denim. We're like some cotton loose crotch joggers. Everybody gets to feel everything. Trust me on this. Alright, now this is probably my favorite tip. I used it all the time. This is for my more frugal brothers. The real frugal brothers, you know what I'm saying? Strippers. If you happen to be watching this, could you please stop watching it now? Just in case I ever got to use this trick on you. They gone? Alright, cool. Here in Southern California, when you walk into a strip club, you're gonna pay a cover charge. Most of the time it's like $10. Keep in mind, I'm talking about regular strip clubs, not like AODs and things like that where it's a giant party. No, I'm talking about like Spearmint Rhino type place. Now when you get in, don't go to the stage. Chill in the background and really peep the scene. Peep all the dancers until you find one that you really like, right? Get change from the bartender, a couple of singles, maybe like, let's say 25 singles. That's what you want, right? Now, when that girl that you picked, it's time for her to go dance, that's when you hit the stage. You tip her one by one at first, maybe $4 or $5. And then you throw the rest of the money to 20. Now, $20 is not a lot of money. Strippers, if you still watching this, I'm aware of that. Don't think I think I'm doing something big throwing $20. But 20 singles looks like a lot of money. But most importantly, that tells the dancer, this guy likes me. So after she's done dancing, she's gonna come down and proposition you for a lap dance. Now, once again, she's gonna feel like, I can get something out of him. This dude really likes me. Of course, you say yes to the lap dance. You go get the lap dance again. 1 or 2 lap dances, depending on the price. A lot of times they're like $20. You get 2, you spend $40. No big deal. You get that 1 or 2 lap dances, and then you walk the hell out, okay? You saw all the nakedness when you was peeping the scene trying to pick your one girl. You saw everybody's nakedness. You got to tip. You got to make it rain a little bit. And you got a lap dance. What more do you need from a strip club night? Now this right here, I consider more of a life hack than a tip because this is crucial, okay? When you're talking to a stripper, she's usually gonna ask you the question, is this your first time here? Never say yes to that because they will try to trick you on prices if you ain't never been there before. Cause you mess around, say it's your first time there, and then she asks you if you want to get a dance. You say, yeah, how much? She tell you $60, and then after you done got a couple of dances from her and you're chilling somewhere else, you hear the DJ talk about $20 lap dances all night, you gonna feel stupid. So always say you've been there before. Alright, man, that's all I got. I really hope this helps somebody out for your next strip club experience because you shouldn't be going broke in there. That's just damn ridiculous. But most importantly, respect the ladies, man. My last skit, you can watch it. I'm gonna have it somewhere where you can click it. Just look around because I don't really know how this new YouTube thing works, but it's somewhere. You can click to watch my last video. It's funny. I'm out. Peace.